Hello and welcome to the video. I am the Cosmic Turtle and thank you so much for checking out the channel and for checking out the continuation of my playthrough for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Chapter 4. So we're just going to be getting right into it in a second here. I just need to make sure all is well here, because I haven't streamed in a little while. I have been ill. I'm feeling well enough to stream now. I'm still not 100%, but I'm hoping for just like a 40-minute level like I have been doing for this game. I should be fine. Jeez, that was low.
The true world has begun
Devil
to
Jin.
stir from its prolonged torpor. We have endured imprisonment, a long era of silence, trapped in eternal slumber.
Alexei.
Yet,
Yeah, if you end up enjoying,
even
please
the
consider leaving a
deepest
like
slumber can be
and subscribing
disrupted
to the channel. Would be greatly
by a
appreciated.
single strike of lightning.
I'll lower this down a bit more. I feel like I'm shouting. We got here 9,000. Probably need more. Yeah, so haven't been playing too much or streaming at all for the last week or two, but I did play a bit of that. There's a new game came out, Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days, so it's a collection of old games. It's not a new game, but I got that. And that's been really fun. Been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards, completed that one. Rare Chef of Destruction. I haven't completed that one, but I've been playing that one. Which is actually the reason why I wanted the Early Days collection. I remember talking to my cousin saying about for the Switch 2 it would be amazing if they did a how do you block again? So you dodge. Yeah. But if they did a remake or remaster, not remaster, a remake or a sequel to Rare Chef of Destruction, and then out of nowhere there's a remaster, part of an old game collection. Wait 1 second. Yeah, I've been still doing a little bit of my manga and anime. Very much slowed down with those now though, at the moment. But I have gone a bit mad for movies. I watched all of the James Bond movies except for No Time to Die. I did, however, and the really old Casino Royale movies. I did watch Never Say Never Again though. Oh, what the hell? How did that happen? Gotta make sure he doesn't catch me, 'cause I'll be furious. Oh. There was a combo which I've forgotten how to do. There's 1, 2, 3, and no, 1, and then... Oh, it doesn't matter, I got them all anyway. Yeah, watched all of them, absolutely loved them. Also bought Casino Royale, the book, and I've read the first James Bond book. Oh, I got another one of those. Please. there's my nice easy achievement for just doing the thing that I just unlocked. Yeah, I really enjoyed reading the first Bond book. It's interesting. Certain things about his character are definitely like softened for the movies. But I feel also like his so he's a bit more aggressive with his thinking in the books, and he's very much not shy about hurting someone's feelings, which I think is very understandable. The man's like a secret agent. He's trying to save his country. Everything he does for Queen and country, obviously at the time. So it all feels like, yeah, you know, that's probably what he would be like. So I don't mind them softening him and making him not so much of a like an abrasive guy in the movies. He also feels a lot more. It's hard to explain. From one side, more cautious in the in the books compared to most of the movies. The Connery ones, he was a bit more cautious. He would like check to make sure they hadn't bugged his room and stuff. I'm sure a few of the other Bonds had it in like 1 or 2 movies as well, but I distinctly remember Connery doing it, what I felt, more than the other Bonds. But also at the same time, in the book, or at least in the first book, obviously, I haven't read the others yet, but I very much plan to, as long as I continue to enjoy them. So I've bought the next 2. Which one? I think it's Moonraker and Live and Let Die, but in the opposite order, 2 and 3. That was 3 and 2. He's also like a bit more. I don't know what the correct word is. It's not like silly. It's not naive, but he like ignores his instincts, and he gets into a bit of trouble as a result of it. Where he's like, oh, something about this feels off, but I like this woman, so I'm just gonna ignore my gut. Yeah, this is not going well. But yeah, my point is, I'm really enjoying it. Modern day feminists, so I don't think they would enjoy it. There's a few parts of the book which caught me off guard while I was reading it, because I didn't expect it. Like a character gets kidnapped, and Bond's reaction is, oh, you know, this is why I don't like to work with women. Why don't these women just like stay at home and deal with their pots and pans and leave the men's work to the men? Person betrayed him after like going through all this sort of this romance arc where they proper fell in love and everything. He finishes reading the thing, it's like, oh, she's dead now, this stupid bitch, or something. And I was like, oh, okay. Bond is an angry man in this book. But yeah, like I say, I enjoyed the book. I thought it was really good. Just a few things in there some modern day people definitely wouldn't like. And I would disagree with them for not liking it, because everyone's different. Some people are like that. And to just pretend that there aren't people who are a bit more angry or aggressive, or just like to say things purely to annoy people, it's a bit weird to remove that sort of thing, because, you know, these people exist. People who just want to annoy you. I gotta go that. Ah, obviously. Obviously not. Ah, yes, of course. The metal was powerful enough to survive 2 explosions, but could not cope with the foods. Also, the metal barrels were powerful enough to not be hurt. Oh no. Where? honestly, I hate fighting these dogs. Ah, I got you now. Yeah, so also it turns out if you've seen the movie Casino Royale, there's a torture scene where Bond gets stuck to a chair and smacked in the balls by Le Chiffre, or whatever you say his name. That's actually from the book. That does happen in the book, and it's sort of like some weird thing they decided to add. Although the way how Bond deals with the torture is different from the book, because in the movie he doesn't take it serious, which I thought was weird when I was watching. He's like screaming yes at one point, then he like laughs and says, "The last thing you're gonna do before you die is scratch my balls." In the book, Bond is very much not enjoying the torture. He passes out, I think, like 2 or 3 times. And he is genuinely concerned that he has now become like impotent, or like basically a eunuch, and will no longer have a functioning dick. So he, you know, he's very concerned about the whole thing. In the movie, he like, I don't recall him ever saying, "Oh God, I hope this wasn't permanent." I just remember him laughing and just taking the piss with it. Obviously they done because they wanted it to seem like Bond was a badass. But I don't know, I feel like having him not take being tortured serious felt a bit odd to me. And probably one of my only like sort of gripes with the Casino Royale movie. Not even like a, you know, in retrospect after reading the book, I felt like that when I watched it. Because I know if someone strapped me to a chair and smacked me in the balls, I would not be laughing and saying, "Oh yeah, a little bit to the left." Which he also said that before. He said, "Ha ha ha, you'll die having scratched my balls," whatever he says. Yeah, so I read that. I finally started reading a bit more my Lord of the Rings book. What's this? Permanent increase. Yeah. So, like I mentioned before, my Lord of the Rings books are split into 7. So the first 2 and second book are split into 2, and then the third book is split into 2, and then a third for the appendices. Not that I think my like set is special. I just think most people have 3 Lord of the Rings books, not the trilogy split up like that. But yeah, finally started making progress again. I am now a quarter of the way through the first part. So Merry has now become Meriadoc, Squire of Rohan, and Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, and the what do we call them now? The Northern Rangers. I forgot their actual name. Like the descendants of Numenor that Aragorn himself is, because they are there. They weren't there in the books. Hey. Oh, I shouldn't have done my thing. Damn it. They are now on their way to the like the path of the dead to recruit the deserters. So I am excited to see the Witch King and what's her name now? It's not Arwen. Eowyn. Eowyn defeating, well, Eowyn and Pippin. Mary, sorry. For some reason, people don't give Mary enough credit, because, at least in the movies, if he didn't stab the Witch King in the leg, Eowyn would not have had the opportunity to stab him in the face, because the stab to the leg hurt him. Oh, if he got me then I would have died. That grab connected. I also know from like a snippet or some such I've seen someone post online that the thing that she says before killing the Witch King is a lot better in the book. It's not like just simply I am no man. I'm sure she actually says like a really cool thing, then stabs him in the face. Okay. Ah, see, nearly missed out on a crystal skull. No skulls for Indy. Alright. More of these dickheads, eh? Aha, you fool! So I need to use my bow more. It makes it easier. Fire! Fire! There we go. Okay, easier. Yeah, I've also been reading Shaman King. I'm now currently on, I believe, volume 18 from the 3-in-1s, but... reading the 3-in-1s, but I'm on volume 18. Oh, ladder. And I'm really enjoying it. It's a really great series. I think it could quite comfortably break my top... could break into my top 5 the way it's going. Right, before I heal, let's go this way in case I get attacked on the way back. Oh, okay. Don't lock on. I hit it? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I think the way it's going, as long as it sticks to the landing, I think we could easily dethrone Fairy Tail at number 5. Is Fairy Tail number 5? I got a list. Let me quickly check it while we're waiting here. Not really while we're waiting, while I'm making you wait, I suppose. Okay, the top 10 mangas. We got Dragon Ball at 1, which I will be surpassed. Bleach and Fairy Tail, which are tied at 2nd, but they're tiered as 2A and 2B. Bleach is number 1 out of the 2 of those. Kenshin, Fairy Tail, and Soul Eater as 5. So yeah, I think he'll beat Soul Eater, like I say, as long as it doesn't have a really silly ending. And as long as they continue making How cool and ramping him up the way they are, I think he'll beat Fairy Tail, which will put it at number 4. I don't think he'll beat Kenshin, because Kenshin had a phenomenal ending. Great characters, great villains, especially Makoto. The second villain, whose name I can't remember, is not a reflection of how good he was. I'm just currently I suppose I remembered Makoto Shishio's name even before I continued rereading it. Well, before I reread it. Let me pause, I need to drink my tea. Yeah, for some reason I just can't remember his name. I remember what he looked like, I remember his story, I remember his connections to Kenshin and all the world, I remember all the business about him, I just can't remember his name. I can't remember what his thing was, because he had a group of people like Makoto with the Jupon Katana. I can't remember who he was called. Yeah, I'm on the right one. I'll get round to it. It's got like, I'm sure it was like a Japanese word for revenge or vendetta or something. Okay. Ow. Give him hell! Alright, will you stop swinging? I'm holding the analog stick in a certain direction, and you're not swinging the sword in the same direction as I am. We're not on the same page here. How do I use items again? Oh no, not you. What are you doing? What? I want to hit him in the legs, because you know, it's much safer. Ah, but hitting him on the hand does so much more damage. I press dodge. Yeah, buddy. Well, I made it more difficult for myself then. I wasted a big healing item. I didn't mean to do the other one. I assumed it was to give me one of them thingies back.
Grab on! Hurry!
It's madman.
How is it out there?
Fiends are everywhere.
The Statue of Liberty. That's the source of all this. There's a powerful fiend there.
Oh, gotta defeat another boss on the same level, eh?
Be careful.
Wouldn't be the first, but still. Bam! Oh no. They still, yeah. Oh. So I do love how great the actual the combat looks in this game. The executions are really good. I feel like it could do with a little bit more variety of executions, but the combat is so like fast-paced and frantic that you don't really have time to be these animations are just repeating themselves, or there's not a great variety of the executions. Also, I'm using primarily a sword, so it's also my own fault. I could swap to one of the other, like, you know, one of the many other weapons. I got sword, I got a flail, I got the claws, I got a staff. So that's also why I'm not holding it so much against the game, and why I did hold it against God of War Ragnarok, because it copied all the executions from the previous game. Oh! I just wanted to interact with that because I thought it looked cool. I didn't realise it was a giant, like, claymore. Anything else? Oh. I am Cloud Strife now. So far, I still think I just prefer, because this sword is too slow. I just think I prefer the dragon sword to everything. Except for maybe the bow. Alright, fine, don't aim at the guy who's clearly fucking running towards me. Come on, buddy. This one? But yeah, like I say, I'm really enjoying that Shaman King. I feel like Shaman King might be some, you know, might have provided some influence for both Naruto and Bleach. Because you got Hao, who is the main villain, or at least I'm pretty sure he is. He may change at the last minute, but so far everything is pointing to Hao being the main villain. And yeah, so I'm on the 6, 3 and 1, which is the halfway point. I believe there's 12 in total, or 11. It's 11 or 12. So I'm like halfway through, and so far they have not set up anyone other than him. Anyone other than him to be the bad guy, the main bad. But he does have some like sort of similarities to Madara, for example, because he's a reincarnation, or a character who can reincarnate, like Madara could, or Madara was a reincarnation, I should say, and Hao can reincarnate himself. Which would also mean he might, Shaman King is possibly an influence for Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan. Or potentially this is just something in Japanese mythology, like the nine-tailed fox. Because Abe no Seimei, the main villain from Nura, was also like a reincarnating guy, and an Omnioji. And Hao is known as the Great Omnioji, who could reincarnate himself, so... But yeah, so his spirit, because they use like spirit allies in Shaman King, is a giant like fire avatar called the Spirit of Fire, which you could easily say is is similar to like a Susanoo. Also, again, he uses fire. Madara, being an Uchiha, is known for his fire style jutsus. Yeah, not a good idea. Not a great plan. Like I said, he's also a character who can reincarnate, and this one's more of a spoiler, so I won't say it fully. There is also a way that you can connect the fact that Madara is a reincarnation of someone who is a sibling back to Hao as well. So there's like some sort of sibling connection you could also include as well. And then obviously like the connection for Bleach is the fact that they both very much deal with sort of spirits and all that sort of business. Bleach feels more like it could be influenced with its theme, not necessarily actual characters and aspects of the greater story. More just the idea of... Bleach did Soul Reapers. These people are Omnioji, which aren't Soul Reapers. They don't help people pass on to the next life. And my god, I need a save spot. My health is looking grim. Did I miss one? I'll climb up the stairs. If there's not one noticeably ahead of me, I'm gonna have to run back down and see if I missed one. Let's have a look. Because if I gotta do another boss fight with this health bar, I will be screwed. Gotta go there. So again, let's check this. Thank you for that. I know it's my own fault for relying on the aim assist and not just doing it myself. When it doesn't lock on straight away. But there's usually a save point before the boss, so why wouldn't it be this time? The game wouldn't do that, would it? There's an elevator. Oh god. Oh. Permanent. Ah, yes. Come on, give it to me. Come on, send it my way, son. Come on. Yeah, buddy. I don't like how when you get an increase to your health, you don't actually recover the health that they increased. It's like, oh yeah, you got more health, but you're still in the exact same position you were in a moment ago, because now you're just missing that section of health. Oh. What is it? Ah. You devil. What do you get there? I think you got a crystal skull by him. Ooh, there we go. I'll take that, my lad. Ooh, oh, look at that. Move. Yes! But I nearly missed it because I was right by it and I just... Okay. What are we doing here? Am I just going into the elevator like an ordinary person and not behaving like a ninja at all? Is that what we gotta do here? Oh, kind of. We're still using the elevator like a ninja, at least. Yeah, so my takeaway for you today is, if you've ever been curious to see what Bond as a character was actually like, and you like reading, I would highly recommend the Bond books. They're not very long either. The first one's like 212 pages. I bought the hardback versions, so I don't know what the standard ones are like. But the hardback, at least, the print is fairly big. And it's not... So the print is fairly big, and it's not like, you know, 40 lines per page. So it's very nice and easy to get through. The book itself obviously is interesting. And if you like to read one chapter at a time, which I do, which is what made getting back into Lord of the Rings a pain, because it's like 40 pages per chapter usually. Bond was about 9 pages per chapter on average. So it was just really easy to just read a page, read a chapter, sorry, and then be done, and then come back to it, you know, like an hour or so later, and then, or do like 2 or 3 chapters, and then leave it for the day, and then come back the next day, you know. It's a very, just enjoyable and comfortable read. Oh, yeah, I gotta go there. I gotta walk out, I gotta jump, I just gotta drop. I haven't got to drop because this is where I started. Alright. What are we doing here? Ah, I see. I'm a little ninja, short and stout. This is my katana, this is my bow. The Four Greater Feats. Part 2. Frank, you write part 1 before you die. I'll make sure I write part 2. And same with Shaman King. If you enjoy manga and you want to read something that you maybe haven't before, if you haven't read it, I would highly recommend Shaman King based on where I am so far.
The final lament of an ancient creature.
I'd also highly recommend Bleach if you haven't read that, and that's based on finishing it. Or
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very fun read.
I have experienced things your feeble minds could never comprehend.
Obviously Dragon Ball is my #1 recommendation. So I think most people would have read that, and Naruto.
You may call me Alexei.
Although for lesser known ones, Nura is probably the one I would recommend the most out of what I've read.
Master of lightning.
Oh god. Now we give him another one of these. Ah, no, no. Okay. Let's do a little heal. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realise that gave you your bloody health back. That's the one that goes red. Oh no. Oh, what is this poor job I done at the end here? Yeah, that was terrible. I shouldn't have needed that extra healing.
Such is the fragility of evil. Ryu Hayabusa, you will pay for your sin.
Yeah, what sin's that? That's new. I've been reading Toriko. Let's say I've heavily slowed down. I've rewatched loads of movies though, or watched new ones for the first time. Watched the first 4 Mad Max movies. I think my ranking would be quite controversial for most people. I think mine is 2, 3, and then 1 and 4 are kind of a tie. 4, undeniably, with the one with Tom Hardy, has the best action and the best stunts and visual effects in the franchise. Problem was, I came to this franchise to watch Mad Max, and that movie just did not feel like a Mad Max movie in the sense that it wasn't about him. He didn't feel like the same character at all, and the plot was a bit weird. It was like, oh yeah, we're going to get rid of this guy's prized breeders, and we're going to drive, I don't know, say 100 miles to the east, and then we're going to turn around and drive 100 miles back to the west, back to the base that he just left. And it just felt like, obviously they went back because he was unprotected, but it just felt weird. I don't know, just... And number one is a bit of a weird movie as well, because it's about an hour and a half, and the first 40 minutes is just nonsensical nonsense. We'll have a car chase, then we'll have people talking about cars, then we'll have like another thing related to a car chase or something of the sort. And then the final half an hour, 40 minutes, is an actual story, which is pretty good. Yeah, because most people rate number 3 as the worst, which I get, like, from the standpoint of it no longer felt like a sort of an Australian sort of movie. It felt a lot more Hollywood. I can see why people wouldn't like it for that reason. But it felt like it had the most style. Like maybe on par with number 2, because number 2 they started sort of, you know, having unique outfits and everything, and a unique sort of look of the world. And number 3, for many ways, I think just refined it. I know they moaned about the kids at the end, but I feel like that didn't really take away. You weren't there with the kids for very long. It was about 15-20 minutes, and then he was already back in the big battle. Or felt like that. Might have been longer, but it didn't bother me. Rewatched the Johnny English movies. Very fun. I really much enjoy Rowan Atkinson. I think he's brilliant. I watched the first Austin Powers. Had a load of fun with that as well. Especially after watching all the Bonds. It was great watching a parody of Bond and the spy movies. What else? Have I watched anything else new? Finally watched Penguin, the TV series. That was really good. I had a load of fun with that. I watched that with Richard. But yeah, I think that's me done. I'm going to give my voice a break before my throat starts hurting again. Had my nice tea and a Strepsil during the stream, so it kind of kept me going, kept my throat okay. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and for listening to my ramblings. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Or follow me, and if you really would like to show some support, you could always subscribe on Twitch. Take care and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye now.